Motorist traders urge fast track of Abuja-Kefi Road project. NAS moves to establish peace panel on Rivers political standoff. 6 killed as gunmen launch fresh attack in Plateau. And on the foreign scene, Port Sudan hit by drone strikes for third day amid worsening conflict. Hello and welcome to News Updates on Trust TV. I am Dorcas Yakubuzala. Now, motorists and business owners along the Abuja-Kefi Road have commended the ongoing road construction project, but are appealing to the federal government to ensure its accelerated completion. They say the road, which serves as a major link between the FCT and Nasarawa states, holds significant economic value and delays are already affecting livelihoods and public health. Abubakar Galadima reports.
Some business owners who spoke to Trust TV News emphasized the need for timely delivery, highlighting the potential economic benefit of improved infrastructure. They said prolonged construction has led to a drop in customer traffic and disrupted operations.
This road has been disturbing us for more than 2 weeks now. This dust. If you enter house, you cannot sleep because of dust we have exhausted in a day. So this road, I prayed and I asked the people in authority to do something urgently so that the thing will not affect us much again.
My candid advice to the contractors is to hasten up to add up speed in their construction job in order for them to conclude the road before the rain will start proper, because once it starts raining now, it will be terrible for them to walk on the road, and terribly now it is very, very hard for the users.
Motorist Nnamdi Agugara also raised concern over health risks, stating that the persistent dust from the construction poses serious respiratory dangers to both commuters and residents along the corridor.
I feel the contractors are not really helping matters, because on a daily basis, if you can see the amount of dust that the road construction is causing, and it's posing a serious health threat to Nigerians. Let's take, for example, somebody who is asthmatic passing on this road. If something eventually happens, at the end of the day, they will say it's the village people, but they don't know that it's as a result of the dust due to the construction. In as much as we want to commend the government for trying to, should I use the word, rehabilitate the road, but I believe the contractors can do so much more.
Effort to obtain an official update from the Ministry of Works Director of Praise were unsuccessful due to a high-level meeting. However, the ministry assured Trust TV that progress report will be made available soon. Abubakar Abdullahi Galadima, Trust TV News, Abuja.
The Nigerian Senate has set up a 20-member ad hoc committee to officially take over the functions of the Rivers State House of Assembly amid the ongoing political crisis in the state. The committee is headed by the Senate leader, Opeyemi Bamidele, with Rufai Hanga as deputy, and includes 18 other senators. The announcement was made at the resumed plenary on Tuesday by the President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio. Akpabio highlighted the importance of the committee's mandate, stating that its role was critical in ensuring effective legislative oversight in Rivers State.
Let me also mention that there is need for us to have a committee, just like the House of Representatives has done, the leader of the Senate, to oversight the functions of the administrator of Rivers State and the Rivers State government under emergency rule. So the chairman of that committee will be Sir distinguished Senator Michael Opeyemi Bamidele, the Senate leader, and the deputy chairman will be distinguished Senator Rufai Hanga.
The Speaker of the House of Representatives, Abbas Tajuddin, on Tuesday announced that the National Assembly will constitute a high-level reconciliation committee to address the ongoing political crisis in Rivers State soon. Speaking at the resumption of plenary after the Salah and Easter recess, Abbas said the committee to be formed in collaboration with the Senate will comprise respected national figures tasked with facilitating dialogue, promoting peace and restoring democratic order in the troubled state. The development comes weeks after the House endorsed President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's proclamation of a state of emergency in the state and inaugurated a 21-member ad hoc committee to provide oversight for the caretaker administration. Abbas said the ad hoc committee, led by the House leader, Julius Ihonvbere, has already commenced engagement with stakeholders in Rivers, emphasizing that the lower chamber remains committed to constitutional duty and national stability. Beyond the Rivers crisis, the Speaker outlined several key priorities for the legislature, including flood preparedness across 30 states, electoral reform, constitutional review, and the passage of critical bills aimed at boosting economic stability and improving citizens' welfare. The Benue State House of Assembly has passed a resolution calling on the Speaker, Hyacinth Dajo, to disregard the summons from the National Assembly Public Petition Committee. The Assembly urges that the summons contravene the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended. The Benue legislature also called on the National Assembly caucus from the state, both at the Senate and House of Reps, to come for proper engagement with the House to ascertain why the state is portrayed in bad light at the National Assembly. Majority Leader of the Benue State House of Assembly, Sate Tizar, said the notice sent by the National Assembly is out of ignorance because the Benue Assembly is not answerable to the National Assembly, saying Section 101 has given the House the powers to legislate on its business without external control.
We were so embarrassed by that song. And we told the world clear that our operations are based on the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999 as amended. And as a federal state, our Constitution is written. When you say written, it's rigid. It's not unwritten like Britain, where Parliament has supreme power over everything. So in Nigeria, the Constitution is written and it must be practiced according to the words of the Constitution. By the 1999 Constitution, even the Section 88 report, it is based on the items they have powers of organization. And the government department or whoever, they have powers to appropriate the process of.
And now on security matters, at least 6 persons were killed in a fresh attack by gunmen in Marit and Gashish communities of Berkin-Ladi local government area of Plateau State. Our correspondent gathered that the incident, which occurred on Monday, left many others injured. Sources from the area told Trust TV that the gunmen stormed the communities while residents were sleeping. The chairman of Berkin-Ladi, Stephen Pwajok Gang, confirmed the incident in a statement issued by his press secretary, Mercy Yop Chuwang, adding that the victims were given mass burial on Monday. The statement said the council boss had condemned the attacks and called for proactive measures to prevent further bloodshed in the area and the local government at large. Security agencies, including Operation Safe Haven, the security task force maintaining peace in the state, and State Police Command are yet to issue statements regarding the development as at press time. Governor Umaru Bago of Niger State has announced a revision of the curfew hours imposed on the movement of motorcycles and tricycles within the Mina metropolis. In a statement signed and released by the Chief Press Secretary to the Governor, Ibrahim Bologi in Mina on Monday, Bago said the new curfew hours will be from 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. Bago on April 29th issued an executive order imposing a 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. ban on the movement of commercial tricycles, popularly called keke napep, and motorcycles, explaining that most of the people who perpetrate crimes in the state capital exploit the use of tricycles and motorcycles to rob unsuspecting citizens while wielding dangerous weapons including guns, knives, daggers, amongst others. He said the adjustments were made based on security updates received from the security committee. Bago assured the people of Niger that his administration will continue to engage with the Security Committee to assess the effectiveness of the curfew and make further adjustments as necessary. The federal government has launched a Schools Protection Squad (SPS) in Gombe State as part of a nationwide effort to enhance the safety of educational institutions vulnerable to security threats. The initiative is a key component of the National Safe School Response Coordination Center and aligns with the broader plans to safeguard education across Nigeria. During a one-day stakeholders meeting focused on strengthening security resilience and community integration, officials emphasized the importance of protecting schools from ongoing threats such as banditry, insurgency, and other criminal activities. In Gombe, 60 police officers are currently undergoing training to serve in the SPS. These officers are being equipped with skills in early warning response, intelligence gathering, and rapid intervention as part of a strategy to proactively address threats before they escalate. The initiative also complements existing security operations within the state. Meanwhile, the Gombe State government has expressed commitment to ensuring the success of the initiative, pledging full support for the safety of students, educators, and local communities. Away from security matters, the United Nations Children's Fund has said Nigeria now stands as the country with the highest burden of malnourished children in Africa. The international agency disclosed this on its website on Tuesday, saying only 2 out of every 10 children affected currently have access to treatment. It said with an estimated 2 million children in Nigeria suffering from severe acute malnutrition, the world's most populous black nation has the second highest number of stunted children in the world. UNICEF described malnutrition as a direct or underlying cause of 45% of all deaths of under 5 children. It explained that exclusive breastfeeding rates has not improved significantly over the past decade, with only 17% of babies being exclusively breastfed during their first 6 months of life. It further explained that states in northern Nigeria were the most affected by the 2 forms of malnutrition, stunting and wasting. Now moving on to more stories. 4 days after the Presidential Compressed Natural Gas Initiative, PCNGI said it will enforce a 40% reduction in transport fares by commercial vehicles converted to run on compressed natural gas (CNG) in Abuja. Checks by our correspondents have revealed that this is yet to be effected. This is because prices have remained unchanged at a particular park visited by our crew. Noel Sampson has more.
The initiative was flagged off on Friday at the Area 1 Motor Park in Garki, Abuja, in collaboration with the National Union of Road Transport Workers, NURTW. At the event, stakeholders highlighted the importance of the initiative and how they will make it effective.
We're talking about gas. Let's say non-availability of gas. There is availability of gas. What we have is Nigerians have taken CNG by the bullhorns. They're very interested. So conversion has gone on very well. Of course, the gas is different to just petrol stations. So the infrastructure has lagged a little bit. But we have currently now in Abuja, there are 10 stations.
Passengers have the ability to report non-compliance. In short, we plead with passengers to please assist us in making sure that the task force also succeed in their job. We have a customer service number, PICNG customer service number. If you are at the park here, you can also report to the chairman, the leadership, NURT chairman, leadership here in the park that this so people or so vehicle number this is not complying with this.
And part of our strategies are vehicles that have been converted. We have a price tag written on the vehicles so that you as a passenger, if you are going to Gwagwalada Nyanya, you will notice that this vehicle is being converted and this is the price tag.
4 days after the initiative was flagged off, Trust TV visited Nyanya Maraba Park, Unit 4 branch, Utaka Abuja. While here, we discovered that the prices are still the same for both cars using CNG and those using fuel. Some drivers and park officials gave reasons why the price has not reduced.
Yes, people then they use day. And whenever they use we there. Yes, for now they carry the same price. Though. Some passengers, they always even say any motor where carry CNG, they will not even enter. They used to say it here. Since that explosion for Nyanya, many of them, they use that complaint here.
I combine my motor in the name of CNG. Because I may enter when I go find CNG to buy. I don't see it, buy it. Like as you see this cane for my hand now, I wanted to go and buy fuel before you people called me. I get CNG for the moment, but I want to go and buy fuel now. Because in the name of I didn't see CNG buy. I entered zone 1 yesterday. Raising me to sell, they say it has finished. When you enter Gusa, there's a line, and before you enter there, you didn't see it to buy it. But probably either you enter zone 1 before it reach you to buy, it must drop you can't get like 2 kg, 3 kg. Before you from zone 1 come to your park, yeah, it has finished.
They carry the same amount because when people want to put CNG now, they know they get CNG buy. To go there, if you go there, queue definitely before person go get that CNG buy. You understand? That is why now we know different the price. Because if you say all people want the full CNG for their motor, then get plenty, then they plenty for here. To get an him be the problem. That is why now we know different the price with the carry because now fuel they use. Already they don't put that CNG, but to get an him be the problem. That is why we they carry the same amount.
Compressed natural gas, CNG, is more important because it offers a cleaner, more cost-effective, and often more reliable alternative to traditional fuels like gasoline and diesel. CNG reduces pollution, offers potential cost savings, and can contribute to greater energy security. Hence the reason the central government has to make the product available and accessible in the country. Noel Samson, Trust TV News, Abuja.
The Kaduna State Pilgrims Welfare Agency has announced that it will begin airlifting of pilgrims to Saudi Arabia for Hajj on May 14th. The executive chairman of the agency, Salihu Abubakar, made the announcement in a statement by Yunusa Abdullahi, its public relations officer, on Tuesday in Kaduna. Abubakar disclosed that a total of 4,060 pilgrims from Kaduna State were expected to perform the Hajj, with Umza Airlines serving as the official carrier for their airlift to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. He said all pilgrims will undergo comprehensive medical screening at the Hajj transit camp in Mando as part of the mandatory pre-departure protocols. He urged all intending pilgrims to strictly adhere to the rules and guidelines set by the Saudi authorities, emphasizing the importance of discipline, group coordination, and personal safety throughout the pilgrimage. He assured that the Kaduna State Pilgrims Welfare Agency was fully committed to ensuring a hassle-free and spiritually fulfilling Hajj experience for all pilgrims. And now in business, Truck Transit Parks TTP technical partners to the Nigerian Port Authority NPA has increased its charges for short messages SMS alerts to truckers operating in the port by 100%, apparently in response to the increase in telecom tariff by telecom companies. In a notice to maritime stakeholders, the management of TTP, operators of the electronic call-up system, said SMS alerts remain an important way to stay informed and in control of truckers' activities. Speaking, General Secretary of the Association of Maritime Truck Owners, Amato Sani Muhammad, said he would not want to be dragged into the situation, adding that some banks have also increased their SMS alerts from 4 naira to 6 naira. The new SMS alert fee, adjusted from 4 naira to 8 naira per message, takes effect from 1st May. Away from Nigeria, Port Sudan came under drone attack for the 3rd consecutive day on Tuesday, striking the airport, army base, and power infrastructure, officials said. The drone strikes, which triggered a citywide blackout, follow Monday's heat on Sudan's main fuel depot, causing a massive fire south of the city. Once seen as a safe haven for hundreds of thousands displaced by the 2-year war, Port Sudan is now a direct target in the ongoing conflict. Witnesses and officials confirmed that drones hit the civilian section of Port Sudan's airport, an army base in the city center, and a major hotel nearby. The strikes forced the closure of Sudan's only functioning international airport. Loud explosions were reported at dawn, and thick smoke rose from the port and nearby fuel depot, some of which supply the military. The army blames the paramilitary Rapid Support Forces (RSF) for the attacks, though the group has not claimed responsibility. And in sports, after a lackluster draw with Morocco, Flying Eagles coach Aliou Zubairu is setting his sights firmly on securing a win against Kenya. Nigeria missed the chance to build on their opening group stage victory over Tunisia, allowing the Junior Atlas Lions to hold them to a stalemate. Looking ahead to their upcoming clash with Kenya, Zubairu, who also manages El Kanemi Warriors, acknowledged the quality of the Kenyan side despite their current lack of points in the group. And with that, we wrap up news updates on Trust TV. Do not forget to follow us across all our social media platforms for more programs, news, and documentaries. I am Dorcas Yakubuzala. Bye for now.